Do you know the difference between a charter school and a public school? How about a charter school and a private school? And do charter schools cost extra? Well, these are just some of the questions that are still floating around out there as charter schools really start to catch on. And joining us this morning to answer some of your questions and give you a great resource where you can go and get them all answered is Christine Kuglen, who is the co-founder of Innovations Academy, a new charter school here in San Diego. How are you?
Fine. Thank you for having us.
Good. Well, the first thing we want to square away here is what is a charter school? Because you were telling me you get some really funny questions from people.
I certainly do. Out in the public, in the early 90s, charter schools started, and it's a movement to create choice for families, also as a research and development for the schools to try new innovative approaches that some of the public schools can't do because they're following heavy regulations with ed code.
But some folks ask you, is it a private school? Is it a...
I've been asked if we're private schools, if we're schools for children who are in trouble, if we're schools only for the disabled. A lot of people have no idea what a charter school is.
So what is the short answer then? Is it kind of somewhere between a private school and a public school?
Charter schools are schools of choice. So we are out there. We've been founded by educators, by administrators, by business people, by parents who are interested in creating alternatives. So charter schools are places where people go for a lot of different reasons. They go because they're looking for something new and different for their child, because they're looking for a focus like technology or a foreign language.
So some charter schools would focus like in the performing arts, or
correct,
or they might focus in technology like you say, but then there's some like Steel Canyon out of my area. You wouldn't know that from the public high schools unless you really kind of looked at how they operated.
Yeah,
closely.
Charter schools operate a lot differently. We follow some regulations of the government, but we are also freed from a lot of the constraints that public schools have. So they are operated more locally, and we operate on less money more effectively. We can turn and make decisions on a dime. Because
the money is spent by and large locally.
Yes.
By the folks that actually run the school.
Yes.
Okay, but now they're kind of public schools, are they not?
They are public schools.
Public schools. Okay.
Exactly. We are run like public schools. We take everyone that comes to us. We're open to the public, so we don't get to pick and choose. We are neighborhood schools.
So you don't turn people away unless the school's full.
Absolutely.
Okay. But then under those circumstances, you could, and then you do a lottery when you have openings?
Yeah, charter schools do lotteries usually in the spring when people are looking at enrollment. So we take applications for a certain period of time. You would look into each charter school that you were wanting to go to, fill out an application, look for their closing period, and then a lottery is held for the number of spots available.
And they don't cost extra?
No extra fees.
Because you're already paying your taxes, and your tax dollars go towards the charter schools.
Exactly. Charter schools are funded exactly like public schools are funded. We just receive our money directly.
So I know folks that, like up in Alpine, that go all the way out to Coronado, for example, to attend a charter school out in that area because it's the focus that they want on performing arts, for example. So you're free to do that. You're not constrained by geographic areas.
No, you are not. And we at Innovations Academy, we're located in Mission Valley. We have people coming all the way from Hamul, from Oceanside, from Escondido, and locally.
Now, what's your focus at Innovations then?
Our focus, we believe in developing relationship with children. So we have a communications focus. We don't use behavior modification like many schools do, rewards and punishments. We use a program called Positive Discipline, developed by Jane Nielsen. So our teachers and students spend a lot of time getting to know each other, and we talk about what's going to work and what's not going to work. Everyone in the school has a voice. We also do project-based learning, where children are learning not through textbooks, but hands-on, answering real-life questions.
So it's really, again, it's what you want to focus on with your child, and it's up to you to kind of select the need. Now, this Sunday, you've got a great event here, and I'm just going to put it up on the screen, and I'll leave a link at our website. You're going to have an event on school choice, and you're going to conduct a school choice fair, 10 to 4, Sunday, at Innovations Academy, and there's the address on Camino de la Reina. You're inviting folks, just come on out, get your questions answered, and you'll direct them to the charter school that's right for them. It may be Innovations, it may be something else.
Absolutely. We have a number of charter schools coming and having booths there, but there are also fun activities for kids to do, a jumper for them to jump on, and
beautiful
things for them to create.
Well, Christine Kuglen from Innovations Academy, thanks so much for coming in. It's really interesting to finally get some of those questions answered.
Charter schools are amazing places. I hope everyone understands that they do have choice in education.
Beautiful. Thanks for coming in. We'll send them out to the fair this weekend. For more information, again, you go to san diego6.com, click on Hot Topics.